think fast. I guess, matter of fact, happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. I guess it's important for me to share this. Obviously, because I'm laying down, I'm already in my sleeping bag. But matter of fact, because it came up earlier, but just to share, because matter of fact, someone just told me that I guess a lot of people dealing with this energy, so it would help for people to understand. But I brought up before like the whole little from the gang stalking aspect, and then basically like people that's you know trying to use the tactics to mess with you and following you, and especially like again if you're a person that express yourself like on a platform like YouTube or anything of that nature, where you put out information that allows for you to be vulnerable, but realizing I caught a download, not say a download, but just the vibe of it for myself, like, and I always spoke on myself like that, but like I got like the drunken style fighting vibe, where I appear to be drunk, but then next thing you know, pap, 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 you know what I'm saying? But, remember that we are dealing with people who use, for one, first and foremost, we're not going to externalize anything and look at anything outside of us as some type of thing to be fearful of, first and foremost. This is just speaking on the aspect of awareness, because again, awareness of certain situations, help, you know, uh, like, I wouldn't tell nobody to be scared of a crocodile, but I would like for a person to be aware that if you swim across certain rivers, that, you might have to deal with a crocodile. Not saying that you should be scared beforehand or fear monger yourself, but just with that same type of analogy. But you know you're dealing with people who are very logical, and for the most part, like, sharing information could also be like a rope a dope. Like, I thought about, like, that's what came to me. It's like a rope a dope, because here it is where I'm letting you, you know you're throwing your punches or whatever, but as you're throwing your punches, I'm getting to see your fighting style and what kind of punches you're throwing, and you're getting tired and you're wearing yourself out. You know what I'm saying? And like, say for instance, again, like I spoke on a video, and like how I speak on, like, I might talk about like me dealing with manifesting money or certain little aspects, or just things that tap deep into my psyche, that that tells everybody that could tap into YouTube about me, you know what I'm saying, in essence. But there's also the aspect again where these people are over logical, and they may overanalyze things to a level of like driving themselves crazy, you know what I'm saying, like, because they overanalyze and trying to be logical, to their approach. They're coming at you, and we intuitive beings by nature. Of course, we use logic, but the intuition and the inner guidance flows first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? And when we sharing certain information, not only like I do have the tactic of where I could say a lot with still, like, say for instance, there's a lot of things that I share on my channel, but they're still like, and I share things in a manner where you would think I'm just like telling you everything, but I mean, nah, there's some things that's not being said, you know what I'm saying? But again, with sharing this information, it's like the rope a dope, because it's like, say for instance, if I say, like, again, and I ain't even saying this for myself, but let's just say if I happen to say, oh yeah, man, I be having problems with women, like, bro, I'm a sucker for sex, you know, and so when you operating in this realm, that person that might be trying to throw you off of your path, you would know, like, hey, all right, I always mention this on my videos and that on my videos, so if I see anybody trying to approach me, like anybody who I don't feel like I don't resonate with their energy, like just on some super soul family, like they don't even have to say a word, and it feel like we long lost brothers or sisters or something like that. You know, 'cause you can feel that energy. You know, but again, like it's gonna be obvious because you're gonna see like, all right, you're gonna see where the punch is coming from again, like a rope dope. Like, well, you're gonna know like if somebody trying to throw sex at you, like, all right, they probably watched my video and thinking that, because I shared that aspect about myself, that I'm just quick to jump on sex like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case. You know, but again, just not being afraid to, you know, share, but at the same time realizing again, as you're sharing and exposing certain information and leaving yourself vulnerable, it also allows, especially again, but while maintaining conscious awareness, by you being consciously aware of what you share, and what type of things, you speak on, as far as like, opening yourself up on social media or on, certain videos or blogging or vlogging, whatever it is that you do on this type of level. 'Cause that's what I'm mostly speaking to, not necessarily, you know, uh, which people in everyday life too, in essence, like you'll get to see, like, if I say a certain thing and I see this person come a certain way, then I know, like, oh shit, this person trying to come at me because they heard this information about me, you know. But again, uh, not getting too deep into that, because again, we don't want to get lost in the sauce of feeling like, again, our external realm is created due to our internal realm. You know what I'm saying? Now, there is the factor of us co-creating, yes, but again, our inner universe creates our immediate external universe. When I say immediate, like everything that's right in our auric field, uh, we have, that creative control over it. That's just sharing that aspect. Again, you dealing with somebody that's over logical, and for one, again, not trying to fear monger. Like, don't even worry. Like, why even worry? Like, that's giving that energy power in the first place. So that's another reason why, like, as much as I get the fact of having awareness, like, yes, again, I want to have awareness about these things, but I'm not scared or fear mongering myself about that shit. I'm gonna speak on whatever I feel like speaking on, whatever I feel is going to help others on their spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? And trust that source is going to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about like how Dick Gregory said that, like, if source, in so many words, it's like if source allowed them scumbags to touch me, then I deserve to transition. Like, fuck. Like, straight up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know, every aspect of our spiritual growth speak to trusting. So why would I be scared of anything? You know. But that's all I wanted to share. Peace, peace. Again, don't fear monger yourself about this situation. It's just having the awareness and realizing, again, it's almost like a rope a dope aspect anyway. You know, because say for instance, I understand that I done said this on my videos. I done spoke about how I done fell victim to being like into the open-minded vibe. So the moment somebody come at me on some like trying to have a super open-minded conversation, it seem like they're trying to get me to persuade me to believe in some type of aspect what they believe in, I automatically get like, hey, this person 9 times 10, this person probably coming at me this way because of it's peep game. Because in most cases, you're going to feel them, coming at you a certain kind of way, and you're going to feel, you're going to feel the energy. It resonates. But again, don't have no assumptions, because if you have assumptions or if you fearmonger yourself, you're going to actually start creating this. So this is something to be aware of. Don't fearmonger yourself. Don't pre-assume that somebody look a certain way is going to have this certain energy. Have your heart's discernment and use your heart's wisdom. Don't prejudge nobody. Don't make no assumptions. Just flow with the flow. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it go. Now is the vibrate. You're not going too far in the future. You're not going too far to pass. Right now. Peace, peace.